Hello, Success Squad. Hi, Squaddies. What's up, everybody? Hey, hey, hey. It's your girl, Special K Thoughts. Let me know if you can hear me. Give me a thumbs up. Cheers to you. All right, let me go ahead and get situated here. We're a little wobbly. We're a little wobbly right now. Let's see. How much charge do I have in my phone? I'm going to go ahead. Sorry, guys. Your girl's not quite ready yet. All right. All right, all right, all right. Hey, hey, hey. What's up, Success Squad? How you guys doing? Hi, Squaddies. It's your girl, Special K Thoughts. It's good to see you guys this evening. It is Friday, and it is Memorial Day weekend here in these United States of America, where Prince Harry and Meghan, Princess Meghan, and Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet reside. Montecito, California. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Success Squad, welcome, welcome, welcome. I know it's been a minute since I've done a live podcast. I just had some things going on. And then, I'm still on a natural high when it comes to the recent Nigerian trip that Prince Harry and Princess Meghan went on. I'm still on a natural high. Like, didn't we tell you guys that Nigeria trip was going to be lit? It was more than lit, right? It was way more than lit. I know that all of the success channels have already done their spiel on the Nigerian trip. So, I figured I would just sit back, relax, listen to the other pro Harry and Meghan podcast in regards to the Nigerian trip, their lovely analysis of the Nigerian trip, which everybody did an excellent job. And those that I did not listen to, I'm pretty sure you did an excellent job as well. I did my own analysis, but I did it for the channel members only. Bloop. And so during this live podcast, we will go ahead, of course, we're going to have a family chat. Success Squad, Squaddies, the best squad ever. We're the best. We're the best. We're the best. Yes, we're going to have a family chat about that Nigerian trip. Absolutely. And then, of course, other things we're going to have a family chat about. I don't want to keep you guys too long because I'm pretty sure that there will be other pro Meghan and Harry podcasts going on later on tonight. But so right now, as long as I have your full attention, let's go ahead and get started. So everybody, go ahead and get your food, get your adult beverage. I got mine right here. Ooh, girl. Woo! Memorial Day weekend. All right, I'm going to go ahead and look into the chat. See who be up in my chat. Let's see. Yes, and I'm sorry. I just basically sent out the notification on this live podcast like 30 minutes ago. Bloop. Let's see. I see Marshall, Little Mac, Lorena. How are you doing? Fancy. How are you? see. Bright Eyes. Hello, hello, hello. Janice, how you doing? Faith. Hello, hello. Miss Joyce. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Oops. Let's see. Miss Lydia. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Let's see. Marshar, how are you doing? Mina Ruth, hello, hello, hello. Miss Brenda, hello. Lottie, how you doing, Lottie? How you doing, girl? Oops. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Brenda, I think I said you already. Welcome. Let's see. All right, you guys are live and kicking, aren't you? How you doing, Miss Joan? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Antoinette. Hi. Janet, hello, hello, hello. Emma, hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started because I don't want to keep you guys too long because you guys know how I do. I always say I don't want to keep you guys too long, and then I end up keeping you guys too long. So let's go ahead and get started. Before I get started, again, first of all, welcome to Megan, Duchess Advocacy World Podcast, and doing our live podcast. We entitle our live podcast Success Talk, where we have a family chat about our faves. We talk about, the latest news that's happening in the world of success. Okay. And when it comes to our faves, there's always something going on, right? There's always something going on, right? Right. I am your girl. I'm your host, Special K Thoughts. You can call me Special K. You can call me Special K Thoughts. I answer to both. I like Special K Thoughts because, when I talk, they are my thoughts. They are Special K Thoughts. Yes, yes, they're my thoughts. Yes, yes. And you could agree and you could disagree. It's lovely either way, right? Right. So let's go ahead. Talk about our faves, but before we do, let's go ahead and do my, my typical disclaimer alert. Disclaimer alert. We here at Megan, Duchess of Advocacy World Podcast, we are fans, stands, supporters of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Okay, we're fanatical with this shit. We're fanatical. We're fanatical. We can't stand monarchists, but like I always say, the real monarchists who stay true to the game, they can hang with me because they stay true to the game. And what I mean by that is real monarchists are not just Wank and Mummalina fans because they hate Meghan. Okay. True monarchists are loyal to the crown. Okay. So there you go. Let's see what else. We can't stand royal reporters. Actually, we hate royal reporters, to be honest. I know hate is a strong word, but I mean the majority of those motherfuckers we can't stand. Okay, there you go. We don't like them other royals across the pond, and I'm talking about Tampon and his royal queen. We do not like Wank and Mummalina, Baldylocks. And Bones, and we don't even like Ford Fiesta and weird Uncle Eddie's ass. We don't even like him, and of course we can't stand that nonsense, that nasty nonce, Prince Andrew. We just don't like none of them. Can't stand none of them. None of them. We don't like none of them. Okay, so there you go. And we definitely do not like fence riders. We don't like people who are like we love Duchess Meghan and Princess what's the girl's name? What's her name? I mean, it's been so long since we've seen her. I don't forgot the girl's I don't forgot the girl's name. Oh, Princess Catherine. Okay, see? And that's what's going to end up happening in the UK. They're going to forget all about her while she's 6 feet under the ground. That story is very, very interesting. But we'll probably talk about that later on. All right. So hopefully, if you like my disclaimer alert, and you understand the Success Talk commandments, then subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Hang out. Say something in the chat. If it's not your cup of tea, then get the fuck out. I'm so serious. Get out. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Squatties. Those of you in the chat, that Nigeria trip. My God. Right? That Nigeria trip. I mean, my God. What a historical trip. Like, seriously. What a historical trip. And even the British trash ass tabloid haters, they have to admit that it was a successful trip. It was more than a successful trip, right? It was more than successful. It was greatness. It was one for the history books. It was better than the Australian tour. It was better than the South African tour. I mean, my God, I like to call it a Nigerian business trip, right? Because they were out there for 3 days doing business. That's what they were doing. They were doing business. They were doing business for the Invictus Games, and they were definitely doing business for Archewell Foundation. That was the purpose of this 3-day business trip. Okay? That's what... I gotta take a drink. I might need to put a little more Coke in that. Woo! I'm gonna be lit in the next hour. Woo! For those of you who want to know what I'm drinking, I'm actually drinking Bacardi and rum and Coke. It's been so long since I've drank Bacardi rum. I mean, it's been a minute, but I had a taste for Bacardi rum and Coke. So we'll see how I hang during this live podcast. I might be slurring in the next 30 minutes. All right, Prince Harry. Prince Harry. All right. But back to the Nigerian trip. I mean, it was a 3-day monumental, outstanding, successful, masterfully done business trip. Showcasing, putting the Invictus Games in the forefront, putting a huge spotlight on the wounded veterans, right? Showcasing and putting forward the Archewell Foundation, putting a huge spotlight on the nonprofit organizations that the Archewell Foundation is supporting, right? Is it GeneCo? GeneCo. Let me go ahead and pull up the success.com website. For those of you who have not been on the success.com website, you need to get your happy ass on there because it is just a lovely website. My God, I love it. I actually just like going on the website, looking at pictures of Harry and Meghan. And yes, I actually do have a life. Okay, yes. Special K Thoughts does have a life. Okay, but I mean, sometimes I just like going on success.com and looking at pictures of Harry and Meghan. All right. So here we go. I'm looking at my iPad. Let's see. Oops. Let's see. All right, so I'm not going to do a whole wrap up of the Nigerian trip because I mean you guys know what they did, what happened, right? So you guys know everything. But the first day, I mean, they started off with a bang, right? They went and they visited the elementary school, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up. Hold on, and just browse and talk to you guys about it. So they went to, let's see. I mean, they just look so beautiful. You talk about two beautiful people, Prince Harry and Meghan, just beautiful people on the inside and outside. All right, so on the sexist.com website, their first day, Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, and we already know there's all there. Every time these two do something successful, there's always talk about removing the titles. We are going to remove those bloody titles. Bloody hell! We're going to remove the titles. That makes absolutely no sense to me. Because Prince Harry and Meghan are being successful, every time they're successful, you British, what's the word I'm looking for? Stale and pale wanksters want to remove the titles because they're successful? Those titles represent the British monarchy at the end of the day, okay? And they're out there being successful in Nigeria, and you guys want to remove the bloody titles. Okay. Anyway, back to the Nigeria trip. So the first day, I mean, they went out swinging, right? First day, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, they visited Lightweight Academy in Abuja, Nigeria, and it was the first ever mental health summit, right? And it was a partnership between the Archewell Foundation and the GeneCo Foundation. And you guys should be very familiar with the GeneCo Foundation. That's nothing new. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex, they started supporting that foundation last year. Okay, and of course you see that there's pictures of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex dancing with the elementary school teachers. And the first day, I mean, they like I said, they started off with the bang. And when it comes to these world tours, I mean, it's pretty much the playbook, right? And oh my God, I can't believe I just stumbled and fumbled. I said royal tours. My bad. But, when Prince Harry and Meghan go out on these business trips, I mean, it's typical, right? They're going to go to an elementary school, and they're going to go to a foundation, and they're going to go to places, right, where these organizations support the local community, right? So there you go. Lightweight Academy in Abuja. All right. I'm going to go ahead and go into the chat. Okay, it looks like Hot Legs is in the chat. So hello, Hot Legs. Let's see. Helen, hello. Let's see, who else? Is it Novi? Hi. How are you doing? Good to see you. I just like to give shout outs to squatties, okay? Because it's very, very important to acknowledge as many squatties as we can, because at the end of the day, we're a family. And, squatties are very supportive, very, very supportive squad. So it's always great to give you guys a shout out and, give you a little love. Give you a little love. Let's see. Is it Kadai? Kadai? I see you. Kadi. I never know if I'm saying your username right. All right, but let's see. And of course, they did a lot more on the first day, right? Let's see, what else did they do? They definitely had a huge Nigerian welcome, right? And that's when the aunties welcomed them. And those ladies were so beautiful. And I'm talking about the Nigerian welcome where Meghan had on the nice white suit. And later on that afternoon, of course, they were received by a vibrant, heartwarming welcome to Nigeria by the Chief Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, at Defense Headquarters in Abuja. Okay, and that scene was lovely because they were welcomed by wives of soldiers that are serving in the Nigerian, I believe it's army. and all of the ladies were dressed in the same outfits, and there was a line of them, and they were basically telling Princess Meghan, welcome home. So that was a beautiful scene as well. I mean, I can go on and on about this Nigerian trip. You guys already know. I just want to highlight a couple of things about the Nigerian trip, and of course, later on that day, you guys know that our favorite prince, the global prince, the people's prince, that he was gonna go to either a medical facility or some type of sports facility that is serving wounded veterans. We all knew he was going to do that. Prince Harry is true to this. He's not new to this. He is always going to show his love and support for wounded veterans, and that's exactly what he did. Prince Harry, later on that day, I believe it's called Kaduna, and he visited Kaduna, where he spent time with wounded and injured service members at 44 Nigerian Army Reference Hospital. And when you go on and read it, he actually met 2 wounded veterans that had actually participated in the Invictus Games last year. Now, isn't that awesome? Awesome. So that was great to see those pictures of Prince Harry at the hospital. Of course, he spent time with the soldiers. And, Prince Harry, he is so genuine. I mean, he is so genuine and handsome, but he's just so genuine. And he really, really honestly does care about the wounded veterans. I mean, there's no fakery. There's nothing performative about Prince Harry when he does that. He is very genuine when he's visiting the wounded veterans. So that was awesome to see those pictures as well. And I mean, there's a lot going on in Nigeria. And what I loved about this Nigerian trip was it really gave Nigeria the opportunity to showcase, number one, how much they really do support the military community, those who are currently serving, how much they really support the wounded veterans, and how much they support the military families in Nigeria. And it showcased that not only is Nigeria a beautiful country, which we already knew that, not only are the Nigerian people beautiful and very, very diverse, right? Very, very diverse community. But it definitely gave Nigeria the world stage to be able to showcase that, yes, that they have the ability and capability and the resources and definitely the motivation to host the Invictus Games. Okay, and that's the main takeaway that I got from this Nigerian trip. Really, that's the main takeaway that I got. And also just that everybody is beautiful. Everybody in that country is beautiful. It's like beautiful. I mean, my God, the Nigerian women, everybody beautiful. Everybody beautiful. Like, for real, like there was no ugly person that I saw. Like, like, for right? Am I right? Like, those of you in the chat, like, really? Like, it's somebody's birthday, I see. Whose birthday is it? Hey, Barbara. I'll find out. But my God, like, I know I keep on saying it, but Jesus, everybody was beautiful. Everybody. All right. Well, I lost my my page. And also, Prince Harry later on got to meet a princess that actually graduated from the military school, Sandhurst, that Prince Harry graduated from. Let's see. Prince Harry, he was able to congratulate Princess, and Lord knows I'm not even going to try to say her last name. I'll spell it. Princess Owooh in person since she graduated from the Royal Military Academy, Sandhurst, this past April. So that was awesome. I saw a picture of those two meeting and shaking hands. So that was pretty cool. That really was. All right. So let's see here. So day 2, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. They began their day 2 Nigerian trip by let's see here, going to Unconquered. And Unconquered, of course, it's a nonprofit organization, and they went to have a basketball game. Sophie, thank you so much for the donation. Appreciate it. Thank you. So the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, actually they didn't do a basketball game, they did a volleyball game. My bad. When I saw the ball, it looked like a basketball to me. So Unconquered, I should say Unconquered. It's a charitable organization that supports wounded, injured, or sick service members. And this is the most important part. It was born from the Invictus movement. I'm like, wow, see how much impact the Invictus Games has? I mean, that is serious impact, right? And that's what it's all about. It's all about having positive change and impact, right? It really is. It's about having positive change and impact. So, again, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, they are supporting this charitable organization entitled Unconquered. And Unconquered, what they do is that they support wounded, injured, or sick service members. And it was born from the Invictus movement. So awesome. And this is the day that they actually had a game of sitting volleyball. And we know that our favorite prince, the people's prince, the Ginger Prince, was going to participate in the sitting volleyball game, right? I mean, we all knew that. I mean, like, duh. Like, duh, right? And what was great is that Prince Harry, he encouraged many of the chief of defense staff to join in on the sitting volleyball game as well. And many of them did. So that was awesome to see. Again, Nigeria being able to showcase on the world stage that, yes, they support their wounded veterans and their military service community. So good luck for Nigeria. Seriously, very, very good luck for Nigeria. All right. So then, now, epic moment for the Sussex squad, right? Epic moment. So after the sitting volleyball game was over, my God, Princess Meghan. The Nigerian squaddies were able to get next to Princess Meghan, and they were able to take pictures with her and talk to her, and it was just a lovely sight to see, wasn't it, Sussex squad? I mean, the Nigerian squaddies, they did the damn thing. They did. They really honestly did the damn thing. I mean, they all were dressed alike. They had the same outfits on, and they gave her gifts. And Duchess Meghan, one thing that I love about her is the fact that she truly is a people's person. She wants to mingle with the people. Okay, she's just like Prince Harry. They want to engage and mingle with the people. It's nothing performative about those two. Nothing performative about them. It was so genuine. The interaction and the engagement was so genuine. And you could tell that Princess Meghan was just so happy. And she wanted to be with the fans and the supporters. That's what she wanted. I mean, she literally danced a little bit when she saw the squatties. Do I know if Megan knew that that was Success Squad, or if she didn't know? I mean, she definitely found out, right? But that was just shout out to the Nigerian squatties, for real. Big cheers to you guys, for real. Seriously, cheers to you. You guys did the damn thing. You did. Very, very coordinated. They gave her gifts. They had signs. The squatties was working. The Nigerian squatties was working. Okay, they was working for real. They was working. They like gave money away to charity. I think they raised like over. I don't even remember the amount. But they raised money for charities, and they was giving. I want to say food away to charities, and they was actually doing work. They was servicing the people. I mean, great organization by the Nigerian squatties, for real. For real, for real, for real. If the Invictus Games come to Washington, D.C., trust me, I'm going to be there. American squatties, we're going to have to really step our game up, like for real. We're going to have to really step our game up, like for real. And we can do it because we're going to be in D.C., right? We're going to be in Washington, D.C., of all places. Like somebody was saying, I want to say Miss Dolores said in one of the live podcasts that Washington, D.C., that's the perfect place to have the Invictus Games. But American squatties, we're going to have to step our game up if the Invictus Games is held in Washington, D.C. And Nigerian squatties, if you guys come, y'all going to be wearing the American colors. Red, white, and blue. You can get mad all you want. You can get mad all you want. But you're going to be flying them stars and stripes if y'all going to be on our turf. Yeah, I said it, and I'll say it again. I'm just playing. Yeah, a little friendly competition. Just a little friendly competition. There's nothing wrong with that. But Nigerian squad is seriously outstanding. American squatties, please let the Invictus Games be in Washington, D.C. Please. I mean, why would they have the Invictus Games in the UK? Seriously, I'm serious now. Why would they have the Invictus Games in the UK? Why? Like, why? Like, oh my God, why? Like, why? Why would they have the Invictus Games in the UK? Seriously, like, why? I mean, they would not show those wounded veterans respect. The UK, I'm sorry. If there's any UK squatties in the chat or that are listening, I'm sorry, but the UK does not deserve the Invictus Games. Just doesn't. All right. All right. Let me get back. Unconquered. All right. So, and then later on, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, they attended a reception with military families, and that was awesome to see. Meghan, she had on a beautiful white dress, and Prince Harry, of course, he was looking very dapper in his all-white suit. And that afternoon, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, okay, they was invited to a reception with military families and the Widows Association. Again, very important. Okay, Nigeria, you guys did the damn thing. I gotta admit. Very important. Very seriously, very important. Military families, it was reception for military families and the Widows Association, okay? I mean, that's very important. Obviously, there are widows of servicemen that lost their lives, okay? And the event honored the sacrifices made by service members as they shared their stories of recovery, preparation for Invictus Games 2025. Squaddies, it just goes to show how busy the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are. Prince Harry and Princess Meghan are, right? I mean, they did this 3-day business trip in Nigeria. However, they are still preparing for the Invictus Games for 2025. 2025, guys, it's like around the corner. Like, seriously, like, oh my God, like, really? It's like around the corner. I mean, we're almost into June. 2024 is almost over. Woo! Okay, so what I loved about this was that Prince Harry, you know, of course he spoke, and there was during his presentation there was a 3D tour of upcoming Nigerian Invictus Center, a soon-to-be haven for physical and mental rehabilitation, was then shared on the big screen to a huge applause. Okay, so state-of-the-art Invictus Center that Nigeria is getting ready to open. And I mean, again, Nigeria showcasing on the world stage that they are invested in the military community and they are invested in their wounded soldiers. Okay, good luck for Nigeria. Seriously, very, very good luck for Nigeria. All right. And of course, during this time, Prince Harry and Princess Meghan, they were given a whole bunch of gifts. Okay, a lot of gifts. All right. So, and then of course, going on with day 2. I mean, they did a lot day 2, right? I mean, I'm almost tired talking about day 2. Like, for real though, I'm like almost tired. They did a lot. And I mean, we're still kind of finding out that they did a lot more stuff, right? But day 2, yes, day 2, Meghan hosted, well, I should say the Archewell Foundation hosted the Women in Leadership. Okay, like what? Like, really? Again, I can't stress enough how beautiful everybody in Nigeria is. And a very diverse community, right? Nigerians come in all different shades, just like us Black Americans, right? We come in all different shades. We come from the lightest of the light to the darkest of the dark. And I loved how that was showcased during this 3-day business trip. It really did showcase that. It showcased the diversity in the Nigerian community. It really, really did. And also showcased that there's a lot of wealth in Nigeria. Yeah. And it also showcased how there are a lot of very successful Nigerian women. Right, and that's what I loved about this Women Leadership Conference. Princess Meghan, girl, you did the damn thing. But yes, I mean, what did we expect from our princess? What did we expect from our princess? Princess Meghan. Of course, she's going to put a spotlight on women in business, women in leadership roles. Yes. And that's exactly what she did, right? That's exactly what she did. Okay. So, Archewell Foundation, again, can't stress enough how this 3-day Nigerian business trip was about the Invictus Games, and it was about the Archewell Foundation, focusing on sport, right? Focusing on sport, focusing on mental health, focusing on women equality and access to, economic stability, right? Black Queen, Black Queen, Black Queen. Thank you so much for the donation, and I'm glad to see you in the chat. Thank you. And again, I know I did not send a notification out till like 30 minutes before I started this live podcast, but your girl Special K Thoughts, I'm unpredictable. Okay, I'm unpredictable. I'm unpredictable. Okay, I had time today to do a live podcast, so I said, hey, I'm gonna do a live podcast. If they come, they come. If they don't, that's okay, because they can catch it on the replay. All right. So, again, beautiful. I can't get over how beautiful these women are. Okay, and obviously there is a class structure in Nigeria. Okay, I was talking to a coworker, and she did make a comment, saying, "Woo!" Prince Harry and Meghan, they were surrounded by the rich. I said, well, non-ignorant people are very aware that there's a lot of wealth in Nigeria. Okay, and I'll say it again. Non-ignorant people are aware that there's a lot of wealth in Nigeria. A lot of wealth in Nigeria. You have billionaires in Nigeria. You got oil tycoons in Nigeria. Okay? Just like you got kings and you got queens in Nigeria. And we got princesses in Nigeria as well. All right. This women in leadership, right? They had a moderator who was beautiful, and Princess Meghan and Dr. Ngozi Konojo Iweala co-hosted. And they addressed a room of 50 women across Nigerian society. Okay? And these 50 women, they were either in politics, business, right? Media, culture. And you talk about the ensembles, right? My God, these Nigerian women can dress. The colors, the colors and the makeup and the jewelry. These women were just beautiful. I know I keep on saying it, but I can't help it. These women were just beautiful women. Very well educated, successful women. Okay. And they had a discussion. About the importance. And this is important now. I know I'm joking around and I'm playing and, doing my Special K Thought shtick. But this was a very important leadership conference. And these women, they discussed the importance of female leadership and the empowerment in driving positive change globally, not just in Nigeria, but globally. And of course, our princess, a princess in her own right? She discussed her discovering her Nigerian heritage. And, she said the first thing that she did was she reached out to her mother, the Queen Doria. And, they had a discussion on what that looked like. And, Princess Meghan, she went on to give us some insight about how many of the Nigerian women and some men, came to her and said, hey, we knew you were Nigerian. We already knew that. Princess Meghan, we already knew you were Nigerian. We knew that, girl. We knew that because you are strong, you are independent, you know, you are resilient, you are powerful. Because that's how we Nigerian women are, right? So I was happy to hear her share that. And she also let it be known that she got the memo that she needs to be wearing more colors. I thought that was cute. I thought that was funny. But it was a really good conference. They had a question and answer session after the conference was over, and I hope they've got a video of that because I would love to see that. Right, I would love to see the continuation of that discussion. Right, what questions did the women ask? Yeah, just it would be nice to see, you know, a video of that or a snippet of a video of that, to see what they discussed after the conference was over, what type of questions were asked, what were the answers, and just to see the camaraderie and the engagement that happened at that conference, because you know that there was a lot of, judging from the pictures, obviously there was a lot of engagement and there was a lot of camaraderie and there was a lot of sisterhood, a lot of sister girl talk interaction going on. Kudos to Princess Megan though. She made herself available to the people, right? She made sure that she made herself available to her fellow Nigerians. I love the fact that she expressed that she's home. I noticed in some comments that, you know, some of the British haters are like, this, why is she saying that she's home? She's American. Like, why is she saying that she's home? They just don't get it, right? They don't get it. They don't understand. We Black Americans, you know, for us, it's very important for us to find out where we came from in the mother country, Africa, the continent. It's very important for us to know. We want to know. We want to know, where did our ancestors come from? And when we find out, we do feel like that we're home. We do. It's the same thing. It's just like, you know, somebody who's Italian American. Okay, all you Italians who live in New York, in New Jersey, in Philly, you know, and you claim that you're Italian, right? And you may do a swab and find out that you're really Irish. But you might... I said that because I had a really good friend, you know, y'all, I'm Italian, you know, man, that girl, I started to call it the B word, but that girl did a DNA and she found out she was more Irish than she was Italian. I mean, I spit my yak out so quick, but but the DNA results showed what town that her Italian folks came from. Okay. And so it's the same thing. It's the same thing, right? For us. But it's really important and special for us because our ancestors didn't volunteer to come to this country. Okay, there's a difference. Okay, Italian Americans, Irish Americans, German Americans, their ancestors volunteered to come to this country. Okay, our ancestors didn't. Okay, they were sold, brought here in chains. And I'm telling you, that transatlantic Slave trade, it's serious. It's serious. And so it's really important and it's very endearing for us Black Americans, to know. We want to know, where did our people come from? It's more than just saying African American. Africa is a continent. It's not a country, damn it. It's a continent. Where in Africa, motherfucker, did I come from? There's a difference. Okay? And like I've said before numerous times, I did my DNA and my results show that I'm 40% Nigerian. 40%. That's a huge percent from my African DNA. Okay? And then the rest was Ghana, Senegal, and Sierra Leone, and Kenyan. I'm like, Kenyan? Whoa, Jesus, that's East African. Okay. I guess somebody got the hell out of Dodge and said, shit, I'm taking my Black ass to East Africa. All right, let me stop. Let me take a drink. But seriously, somebody got away. Somebody said, oh, shit. Somebody said, let me take my ass to East Africa. I'm out. All right. You guys know how I do. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me get back on this website. But yes, the Women in Leadership Conference, that's huge. I love it when Princess Meghan has these leadership conferences. I love it when she highlights women in business, because it's very, very important that women empower each other, and that women have the same access to economic stability as men do. And it's obvious that there's a certain class in Nigeria of women that are successful in business or politics, the arts. I saw a lot of comments that there were some really famous Nigerian actresses in the audience as well. And so that's awesome. And I also saw a very pretty picture, the rum is kicking in, y'all. The rum is kicking in. But I saw a picture of Meghan with a very, very pretty, everybody beautiful, very pretty young lady who makes, I want to say, hand purses. And this young lady spoke it into existence 5 years ago. She had said something in an article where she said that, I'm going to have Meghan Markle, carry one of my purses. And look, she actually met Meghan at this conference, and they took a picture, and she gave Meghan one of her handmade purses. And I'm not too sure if it's a purse, but I'll have to look her up, but I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about and who I'm talking about. Very, very successful business. But again, awesome. And what a huge platform for Archewell Foundation and the Nigerian women who are very successful, either in business, politics, society, culture, as well. I mean, I'm looking at the pictures. Everybody beautiful. So awesome. Again, I don't know who the moderator is, but man, that lady is beautiful. All right. Let me move on. Let's see. All right. So day 3. Of course, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. They were very, very, very busy. Um, they kicked off their final day of events in Nigeria where they went to Lagos. Lagos. Everybody, was saying that it was going to be lit in Lagos, right? That's what everybody was saying. And boy, was it lit. I mean, it was lit. And it wasn't that type of lit. It wasn't the type of lit where everybody was, you know what I'm saying? It was lit in a totally different way. But Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, kicked off their final day of events in Nigeria, and they went to go visit a grammar school in Lagos with Giants of Africa, an organization that empowers African youth through basketball education and mentorship. The couple was joined by, I'm not even going to try to say his name, okay? But they were joined by the president of the Toronto Raptors and founder of Giants of Africa. Okay. So that was awesome to see because Prince Harry, he actually played basketball and he actually made a basket. So during this visit, though, one of the most important announcements were that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, they announced that through the Archewell Foundation, again, showcasing and putting the Archewell Foundation up front and center, right? Globally. This is globally. Okay, this Archewell Foundation, globally. Okay, so the Archewell Foundation, they announced that their support of Giants of Africa will be able to expand programming to include an additional adaptive court and accessible sport for the community of Abuja. Abuja. I said Abuja. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The rum is kicking in. It's a 3-day weekend for me. Okay. Memorial Day is Monday. So, centered around the basketball court built by Giants of Africa, the organization then hosted a clinic, okay, of approximately 50 boys and girls. That's important, 50 boys and girls, which included wheelchair basketball, which is always awesome, right? And it featured both the skills-based and team-building exercises, which was ran by the trained coaches. Okay, so that's awesome. And they did drills of bouncing balls, and again, Prince Harry, he definitely participated, and there was a lot of laughter, and they were just having a good old time, that's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way you do these 3-day business trips, right? It's like you showcase the nonprofit organizations that you're supporting. You announce any big time expansions or additional funding that you're going to do with these nonprofit organizations. And then, of course, you have fun with the youth and the kids and the staff that are either getting services from these nonprofit organizations or the staff, that's working with these nonprofit organizations. So it just gets the word out. It gets the word out that these nonprofit organizations are there and that they can offer services to those who would benefit from those type of services. So again, awesome. Awesome to the president of the Toronto Raptors and founder of Giants of America. And it just goes back to what Princess Meghan said at the Women's Leadership Conference. That, remember when she said that it's important that when you leave the community successful, that you come back to the community, right? You come back to the community because it's important that those that are coming behind you see that you're successful, but you're back in the community, because they will be like, you know what? I can be successful like that. I may not want to do the same thing, but I know that whatever I want to do, I can be successful like that. That person is here in the community, and they're providing services, or they're engaging with my community that I'm coming from, that I'm growing up in, just like it's the same community that they came from and that they grew up in. I know here in America, in many circles in the Black American community, as well as people of color, just Americans, period. You're always encouraged, and you always hear that you got to come back, right? You got to come back to the community that you grew up in, and lend a helping hand to somebody and lift them up, right? So kudos again to the president of the Toronto Raptors, because he's back. I'm sorry. He's back in his community, the community that he grew up in, providing services to his people. So that's great. That's great. All right. All right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. And then, of course, later on during day 3, they had the polo game. You knew that there was going to be a polo game, and I knew that Nigerians play polo. I knew that there was a certain class of Nigerians that play polo because I saw it somewhere. I can't remember. I was watching a movie on Netflix. There are a lot of Nigerian movies on Netflix, but I was watching a Nigerian movie on Netflix, and one of the husbands was playing polo. But my God, Megan, the dress that she had on at this polo match, whew, I mean, that was a beautiful dress. It really was. But of course, Meghan and Harry, due to success, they attended a Nigerian polo match. And when these two do a polo match, that they're doing some type of fundraising. Okay, they're doing some type of fundraising. Actually, throughout this trip, there was fundraising going on. Okay, and again, positive change and impact, raising money. Okay, they're not just showing up, taking some pictures, right? Taking pictures, shaking hands. They're doing a lot more than that. Okay. But so again, they went to a polo match. This polo game raised funds. Of course, they had a cultural reception in Lagos at this polo match, and it was a fundraiser for Unconquered. I mean, Unconquered, my God. These nonprofit organizations, I mean, they got some financial backing. Like, seriously, they really did. They got some financial backing because of Archewell Foundation. Okay? I mean, Unconquered, think about it. The Archewell Foundation, they make an announcement that they're expanding their partnership with Unconquered, right? They're going to help them build another basketball court. They're going to do some additional funding, right? And now it's like they have this polo match to where they're fundraising for Unconquered. My God. My God. So again, Archewell Foundation, you talk about smart business marketing. See. Our faves, they know what they're doing. Okay? Seriously. You talk about smart business marketing. Our faves, they got this. They got this. You know how many global nonprofit organizations were watching this 3-day Nigerian business trip? I am so serious right now. I'm a little faded, but I'm so serious right now. Do you know how many global nonprofit organizations were paying attention to this 3-day business trip? I'm serious. I'm so serious. Archewell Foundation, I mean, they raising money, having polo matches, raising funds for Unconquered, fundraising for elementary schools. I'm serious. I mean, you talk about a smart marketing business move, okay? Like for real, for real, for real. All right. Mm, See, Archewell Foundation, they just needed some time. Seriously, they just needed some time. It's only 2024 people. It's only 2024 people. It's only 2024 people. Okay, Archewell Foundation began at the height of COVID. 2020. Look what it's already doing. Seriously. Look, 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 global stage. What did the governor of California say? What did What did the governor of California say? My man, my man, Governor Newsom, he need to get that homeless problem under control, damn it. But what did my man say? What did the governor of California say? He said Archewell Foundation does good work here in California. He said they do good work. When you got the governor of California capping for you, I mean, he damn near had a press conference. He damn near had a press conference defending the Archewell Foundation, saying they do good work. We was the one that was slack. You guys leave the Duke and Duchess of Sussex alone. Archewell Foundation does good work. All right, back to oops. All right, so again, they had this polo match to make it fun. It was the Duke versus the Duchess, and of course, the Duchess won. Of course, the Duchess won. Of course, her team. What I mean by is that to make it fun, they had the Duke's team versus the Duchess's team. The princess, her team won. Okay, of course. And if you guys want to know, the score was 5-3. Okay, and to cap it off, at the end, of course, they presented the medals, and it was awesome. It was awesome to see. Again, Nigeria was able to showcase that, hey, we play polo too. And of course, the cream of the cream, Nigerian citizens were there. But also, I believe that there were some squatties that attended that polo match as well. I could have swore I saw on Twitter that there was a Nigerian squattie that had posted some pictures being there. So that's awesome. That's great. And I'm pretty sure that polo match and that all of that is going to be Prince Harry's upcoming Netflix docuseries about polo, which is great. And that docuseries is going to be good, right? It's going to be good because it's definitely going to talk about polo, obviously, but it's going to talk about the diversity in polo. It is. All right, so we all know what happened that day as well. We all know that Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, um, Princess Meghan, they went to another fundraiser later on that day, just raising money. Just the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry and Princess Meghan, just raising all kinds of money. Okay, again, very, very important. Very, very important. Because they are showing that the Archewell Foundation has financial depth, financial power, that they have the means to raise money for non-profit organizations. What does that attract? What does that attract? It attracts other businesses to want to financially back, or not just other businesses, but it attracts philanthropists, right, to want to donate to the Archewell Foundation because they want to be associated with that. Just saying. Just saying. Again, day 3. So day 3 wasn't over. They went to another fundraiser. Okay, it was a private fundraiser, and my God, Meghan, she was dressed in a beautiful, right? She was dressed in a beautiful yellow dress. It was the same yellow dress that she wore when they made the announcement that she was pregnant with Princess Lilibet. So we all know what the biggest major surprise was, right? We all know. You guys know in the chat, right? You guys know. 4 kings came, and my God, they gave Meghan a Nigerian name. And I know I'm going to say it wrong, but I believe it's Ada Manzi. It's Ada Manzi or Ada Manzi. And it's a whole other long name, which I'm not going to attempt to say. But they gave her a new name. I believe they gave her a couple of names. And they made her a princess. They made her a princess. A princess with her individual rights of being a princess. A true princess. A real princess. Okay? 4 kings. I believe that she's a princess of the Igbo land, and she's a princess of the Yoruba traditional. I want to say kingdom. I want to say kingdom so bad. But I'm pretty sure that squatties, especially Nigerian squatties, are very well versed and know exactly what she's a princess of. But at the end of the day, she's a Nigerian princess, right? In her own individual right. They gave her sash. I mean, it's, guys, it's, that moment was so monumental, and it was so historical on so many levels. I mean, she's a princess, of course, by marriage, but she's a princess in her own right. I mean, she was titled princess by 4 kings. That, there are just no words, right? There are no words. There are just no words to explain that moment. And of course, Meghan had no idea that was going to happen. She had no idea. None. But I was reading an article that one of the kings did an interview. And he said that, that when someone, and I believe he actually used these words, when someone shows DNA proof that they have Nigerian ancestry, that when they come back to the homeland, it's important to give them a Nigerian name. So they felt that it was important. So, I mean, I have no words. I really honestly don't. There's still hairs that come up at the back of my neck in regards to that whole ceremony, that historical ceremony. I mean, Meghan is a princess. She is a princess. She is a princess by individual right. When she goes back to her home country, and they get, for some reason, they get mad. The haters get mad when she says that. Why? I don't know. Because it's like, y'all don't want her in Britain. You got some MAGA asswipes who don't want her in America, even though she's American. But when she says that Nigeria is her home country, they get pissed off. Anyway, whoops, woo. What time is it? Okay. Oops, my battery go dead. Hold on. Let me go ahead and plug up my charge. Hold on, guys. Oops. All right. But what a historical monumental moment. I mean, I have no words. I can just imagine if Queen Doria was there. My God, if Doria was there, Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, if Doria was there, my God, that just would have been, man. But she is. She's a princess by marriage, and she's a princess by her own individual right. And they said that that had never been done before. Um, so that's great. That's great. Um, and I just know that Megan's. I just feel like, because I don't know. I don't know Megan. I never met her. Um, but I just feel like Megan was just like, wow, you know, I'm finally fully accepted for being me. You know, finally fully accepted and embraced by the mother country for being me, for being me, my biracial American self. She always said she always felt like she was on the outside growing up. And here you have the mother country accepting and embracing her for just being her, her whole self. So that's awesome. And my, like I said, if Queen Doria was there, Jesus, that would have been crazy. Would have been crazy. Crazy. But yeah, that was monumental, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and look into the chat because I don't want to keep you guys too much longer. Because it's Friday. Okay, so Marshall says it was ancient kingdom of Aura. Ooh, where's my glasses? Ooh, and I got them right here. So I know somebody pointed out that on her sash it had the initials ARO. Interesting, huh? So ancient kingdom. So it was a kingdom. Thank you. Ancient kingdom of Aro Chukwu. Okay, ancient kingdom of Aro Chukwu. Yeah, she's a Nigerian princess in her own right. Yeah. So it's Mazi, not Manzi. Okay, so Megan Ada Manzi. That is just crazy. That is it's wild, right? It's just like, wow. Wow. Yeah, and like I said, she is. She's a princess in her own right. I mean, she really, really is. Oh my God, are there trolls in the chat? I am so sorry, guys. I did this live podcast at the last minute. I scheduled it at the last minute, and I forgot to put whatever you can do. I forgot to put a time limit on being a subscriber. The mods are on it. It's like that is crazy that there are trolls in the chat because I literally just put out the announcement for this chat like 30 minutes ago. So obviously they have. Yeah, Marshall says, "My God, if Mama Gloria was there, they may have actually found her in Florida with the world road maybe high as well." I know, I agree with that. They would. Queen Doria would have had a, yeah. She definitely would have had a lot of weight on her. Okay, she would have had all kinds of sashes on her, just all kinds of gold wreaths. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Queen Doria probably wouldn't want to come back to America. She probably would be like, you know what, Megan, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good. I'm just gonna stay here in Nigeria and just, do my yoga and I'll be good. I'll just play it. I am so sorry, guys. I will do better and make sure that I moderate the who can join the chat. Can you guys hear me now? Okay. Thank you, Black Queen, for the donation. Thank you, Ladyfoot, for the donation. Appreciate it. Okay, thank you. Um, I mean, Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan, they did other stuff too. I believe that they were at another charity um, that they visited. I want to say it's called Save the Children. I saw that. Um, I mean, they did a lot. They really, really did a lot, right? But again, it was a successful trip. At the end of the day, it was a very successful trip. It was a very important trip. And it's my understanding that there were other dignitaries there as well, that somebody else from another country came. I want to say it was the wife of the president of Gabon, or it was the president of Gabon that was there as well, that came to see the Duke and Duchess of Sussex on the day that they were leaving. Um, but okay, you guys missed what I said about Queen Doria. Um, Give me a thumbs up to make sure that I can hear you. Um, Basically, what I said about Queen Doria was that if she did come, she probably would have had about 10 sashes. She would have been dripped in gold. She would have been dripped in gold, and she probably would have been like, you know what, Megan, I think I'm just gonna stay here in Nigeria and not go back to America, and I can just do what I live out here and participate in Oh, there's still no sound. Oh, that means it's time for me to go. Why is my sound out? You can hear me now? Okay, that means it's time for me if my sound is in and out. It has been storming a lot out here where I live, so that could be it as well. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this live podcast. I hope you guys enjoy this live podcast. I hope you guys can hear me. Okay. But I hope you guys heard what I said about Queen Doria. Did you hear what I said about Queen Doria? Wait, I can wait. Hold on. Is that a Ranger? Wait, hold on. All right, watch. Oh, somebody already got it. All right. Next time, guys, I will make sure that I set up the who can join the chat and who can't. Again, sorry that the sound is going in and out. It has been storming out here. So I'm going to go ahead and end this live podcast. I'll try to do another one Sunday. We'll see. But it's Memorial Day weekend, so I probably will. I want to thank everybody for the donations. Let's see, it looks like there's another one. Lady Foot, thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate it. Um, so I hope you guys enjoyed this live podcast. I mean, that Nigerian trip was off the chain. It's very impactful. I'm already hearing that there are other countries that have requested Prince Harry and Meghan to come out to their country and do a business trip. So that'll be awesome as well. Okay. You know what's going to happen. You know what's coming. And there's absolutely nothing that those UK rules can do about it. Okay. If you like what you heard tonight and you're not a subscriber, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Everybody, thumbs up as well. Let's see. And I will see you guys soon. All right. So you guys ready for the rebel yell? Are you ready for the rebel yell? All right. 1, 2, 3. Continue to wear the SS on your chest because you know, squatties, we are the best. All right. I am Special K Thoughts, and I will see you guys soon. And thanks for joining me tonight. All right. Bye, squatties. Love you guys very much, and I shall see you soon. All right. Bye.